Oh dear, where have you been? The unboxing can't be tracked by an asset tracker, but today we're unboxing new asset trackers that just dropped from Seeed Studio, the T2000 series for LoRaWAN, and I have both versions here. There's a third version actually. We will have to imagine that because it made no sense to have a third device here, but there's the A version, which we're replacing with imagination. There's the B version and the C version. And we're going to take a look into the boxes, what comes with the devices, what they pack and features, and just right off the box, if you look at it, you got the tracker here, you got the C version right here, and if you're saying, wait, they look kind of familiar, maybe you have seen the T1000 series before. It's a very famous tracker from Seeed Studio, from SenseCAP series, and it comes with as far as I know, a button, so you can use it as a field tester, for example, GNSS support, and basically it was a very simple device with a battery lasting up to a week, and you could just hang it around your neck or have it somewhere and just either send a location on demand or do any action you wanted to, or you could basically track a route or have like the accelerometer and get notifications when this thing moved. But it's very slim. And if we start unpacking one of those big bad T2000 sensors here, oh, the German is hitting hard, you can see they're almost the same size. You can lay them on top of each other and you see it's like kind of a credit card size right here, but here comes the revelation. Obviously they pack a way bigger battery. You see that? It's like, oh, about 5 times the size of the T1000 series. And I'll just set this aside as the replacement for the A version. So we got the B version and the C version. We'll dive deep into it. So let's start with the quick start guide, because there are a few pictures that I wanted to show you. And obviously there's a few mounting options. So you can get screws and screw it into a wall or on a container or whatever you like. Or you could get a strap and have like a collar or something for cattle tracking. Or for example, you can put it around a mast, or I don't know, wherever you can fit it. And the third version is definitely the free sticker that you can just use and stick it on a wall. So if we take a look at the sticker itself, which comes in the package, it's this sticker right here. And if you're wondering, why is there a cutout? This has to do with a special feature that the tracker comes with. And that is this little button right here. It's a button very, very small, but if you lift the device, it will send a tampering alarm, which is very nice. So you can be assured that whatever you're tracking is not being tampered with. And the second it's being tampered with, you get the location and you get a notification, obviously. And that is a pretty nice feature of the device already. So if we look at this right here, we can see it's EX certified. That means you can use it in explosion rated environments. For example, you can track a gasoline tank with it or something similar, because it won't produce a spark in any version, so that it's very safe to use in that environment. Word of warning, only the A and the B version have this Atex certification, the EX here. You will see on the solar version later. If we look around the device, we can detect a little LED right on top here. And this is basically just a signal LED. You can get the status or whatever is happening if it's sending out a message or similar. Otherwise, it's a very strong encasing right here. It's outdoor certified. It's IP67 ingress protected. And you have some screws here. It's very hard to open up the device. So once the battery is depleted, you can replace the battery, but it's quite a process to seal the whole unit up again, right? Obviously, it's IP67 rated. There will be like a silicone or rubber or something that is protecting the inside from being accessed by the explosion zone stuff or water in general. So that's the overall view over the tracker. So what you don't see is what's packed inside there. So for example, if this thing starts moving, right, there's an accelerometer built into it, so you can get a notification and actually also have a mode where you can only send location once you register movement with the device, which is quite nice. So you can save on the battery that's built in here. It's an 8000 milliampere hour battery. And so basically this should last about 3 years with a single battery charge. There's 2 dual batteries in here. And if you only send out reports like every hour, or I think it was a daily status message, and you have it set to the event mode where it's only sending location once it's moving, you can get a battery life up to 3 years, which is quite nice if you ask me. So it's great for container tracking, or for example, you have like a bike or something. definitely a tracker that's nice. Word of warning, obviously, it's a LoRaWAN tracker. So you will probably have to use a network like Helium, Netmore, or TTN, basically something that spans the region where you want to track something in. If you have like a local requirement, you can use your own chirpsec server and run your own hardware. But obviously, if you want to know where this thing is going and it's leaving your own LoRaWAN reception radius, you will need to have a network that supports it. That's the word of warning. The great thing about this device is even though you leave your immediate area, it will store up to 1,000 tracking routes. And basically, once it comes back into your LoRaWAN, the reception area, it will resend all those with a timestamp. So you can collect them and basically have them in your time series stored away. It's a little bit tricky, I would suppose. We have to look deeper into that to see how it really works. But this is what this device packs. And it's rated for -40 degrees to up to 85 degrees Celsius. So for our, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, to be honest. It's something with eagles and gunshots per minute. You can probably calculate it or look into the data sheet. Yeah, this device comes with an additional thing, and this is the only one from the series. There's the A, there's the B, and the C, and only the B comes with Wi-Fi support. And Wi-Fi support is quite interesting because it enables us to do something that I will display right here with some Bluetooth beacons, for example. And say we can detect the Wi-Fi, your home Wi-Fi, and we can detect Bluetooth beacons because all of the device can detect the Bluetooth beacons, but this also can detect Wi-Fi. So that enables us to do stuff like, hey, I arrived at home because I see the Wi-Fi that you told me to listen to. Or I can also triangulate between 3 beacons and you can have indoor positioning, right? Because it's calculating the reception to the single Bluetooth node right here. And if you move the device in a raster like this, obviously, if I have a similar signal here and a longer signal here, I can determine where the node is moving inside. So this is an indoor tracking capability that you will get. There's also those Bluetooth beacons from Seed that you can use for outdoor or for indoor. And obviously the B version also comes with Wi-Fi sniffing. So you can also use Wi-Fi hot access points to identify where the device currently is. So if we have the lineup right here and you have like the A version, the B version and the C version, only the B version supports Wi-Fi. Only A and B support the high temperature range, which is -40 to 85 degrees Celsius. And they both boost an 8,000 milliampere hour battery. If we look at the solar version, and obviously you have to sacrifice something to get the solar node working, right? And what they did is basically took one of the cells out, so you only have half the capacity. But what is cool is it's a rechargeable battery. So the solar panel will charge the internal battery. So it has a way longer runtime, and it could possibly run indefinitely until something disintegrates, like the chemicals of the battery or similar. This comes at a cost. So you have a solar panel up here. So basically, this device does not have Atex certification. And that is because there has to be a gasket or something on top of here to make the solar work. And that's probably why this has a different rating. Actually no rating for Atex classifications. That is one of the things it has. And it also comes with a lower temperature rating. So the C version, the solar panel version, only comes with a -20 to 60 degree rating. While it's charging, this is actually a 0 degree to 45 degree rating. So it won't probably charge the lithium cell behind it under 0 degrees Celsius, which is quite a pity. So for winter application, it's probably not the best use case. But yeah, all of them come with GNSS and also support European satellites like Galileo. And there's a whole list in the wiki where you can see if your local satellites are supported. But I didn't find any that I would be missing, actually. So there's GPS, there's Galileo, there's Baidu, and a few more. So definitely gets you the coverage you need. And this is the whole lineup right here. So obviously this is right, this is the T1000, but yeah, let's pretend this is the A version. There's the A, the B, and the C, and that's the whole tracker lineup that comes to us now from Seed Studio, which is really great because in combination with the indoor positioning, the outdoor beacons, Wi-Fi sniffing, and all the things that we get from them, we can have very dedicated tracking applications in the future. And because you're now in the future with me about, I would guess, about 10 minutes in the future before you started listening to this whole unboxing. I'm very thankful, and this time Seed gave us an extra device to give away. And this asset tracker is something that I would definitely want to keep, but it's the C version, so it's the solar version that we're giving away here in this video. And all you have to do is push this video, please. It would be nice if you subscribe, but you don't have to. It's just that a lot of viewers watch the videos and are not subscribed to the channel yet, so that would be helping me out. If you want to take part into the little raffle that we're doing with the German and the English version right here. If one of the videos, doesn't matter which one, gets over 500 views, I will basically give this away for one of the comments that says what you want to do with it. So just type in your application that you're imagining right now and you could think of and you want to use it at, and this $50 device will be my first thank you to all the viewers on the channel that have been so very much supporting until here. So thank you all for watching and hearing me ramble about LoRaWAN devices that I'm very passionate about. And yeah, thank you so far. This is it. This is all the tracker lineup that I have right now from the SenseCAP asset trackers. And that's a video later from Robert from Keiner Funkt. Bye-bye.